So we'll start on our backs today. And your legs can be straight or bent, knees out to the side or knees touching. See what's comfortable for you. Let the arms rest out away from the body a little bit with the palms up. And if you're comfortable doing so, close the eyes. And just feeling the parts of the body that make contact with the ground. Maybe starting with the feet or the heels. Perhaps the backs of the legs if your legs are straight. And the parts where your back touches the ground. The shoulder blades. The backs of the arms and hands. And the back of the head. And then feeling inside the body, becoming aware of the breath. You might notice that as you inhale, the parts of the back that touch the ground might touch a little more deeply. Maybe the breath is so soft, it's imperceptible. We'll start to breathe more deeply now, filling the belly, then the ribs, then the chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. Feel the wave of breath moving up your body. And then rolling back down as you exhale and sink into the ground. And then we'll straighten the left leg and bring the right knee in, clasping the hands below the knee. And the right foot is relaxed and the left foot is flexed, really pressing out long through the heel. Just staying with those waves of breath, and on the exhale, maybe drawing the navel down and bringing the knee in a little more. See if the waves of the breath might perhaps feel a little bit more like a rocking here. Rocking in the leg as the belly inflates, and maybe there's the slightest movement of the thigh away from the belly. And then when the belly deflates, rocking back in with the body. And if you're not feeling that, you don't have to create it. It's not necessary, just something to look for, just to see if it's there. And then we'll take that right hand and bring it to the inside of the leg and around the bottom of the foot and lift the foot up, trying to line it up over the knee. And then we'll take the left arm overhead and reach long from the left heel to the left hand, continuing to breathe long and deep. On the exhale, you might move that right hand toward the wall behind you. And then relax that left arm, bend the left knee, and place the right ankle on top of the thigh above the knee. And clasp the hands behind the back of the left leg. Bring your chin down toward your chest so that your neck stays nice and long. And then lift the left foot to the height of the knee and flex both feet actively. When you exhale, push the left foot toward the right foot. And then we're going to bring that left foot down, releasing the hands, and take the left foot as wide as it'll go. And then let the left knee drop down, let the right knee drop down, and keep the left foot flexed. And then flex it the other way, sideways. So you're pulling the outer edge of your left foot toward your right foot. And let's take that left arm overhead again. Breathing long from the left knee to the left hand. And release the right leg straight out. Lift the left knee and hug it into the chest. Flexing the right foot. Relaxing the left foot. Feeling the breath, filling and emptying. The body gently moving with the breath in whatever way it will. pressing out through the right heel. And then bring the left arm inside the left leg, wrap it around the bottom of that foot, and then lift the foot to the height of the knee, to hover over the knee, and then reach the right arm overhead. Reaching long from the hand to the foot. And then when you exhale, moving that left hand back toward the wall behind you. And then bending the right leg, place the ankle on the thigh above the knee. And then clasp the hands behind the back of that right leg. Lifting the right foot to the height of the knee and flexing both feet. And pulling the chin down to the chest. Expanding with the inhale. And pressing the right foot toward the left foot as you exhale. Try your best not to resist in that left hip. Try to relax and soften. If you breathe in nice and long and slow, then you'll breathe out nice and long and slow. And that'll give your body a natural relaxation response. That's not to say there won't be parts that still want to hold on, but at least we can help with the breath. Release the hands and return the right foot down and step it as wide as it'll go. And then drop the right knee down, relax the left knee down, and extend the right arm overhead. And keep the right foot flexed. So first flexion is moving the toes toward the knee, and the second one is moving the outer edge of the foot toward the left foot. Sideways flex. And release the left foot off the knee and bring it onto the ground. And then open the right knee out to the side, bringing both feet together. And rest your hands on your inner thighs. And then just slightly pull the flesh of the inner thighs up toward the shoulders. If you want to deepen the stretch, take your feet wider. If you want to deepen the stretch even more, pull with your hands, bringing the thighs toward the shoulders, all the way to the point that maybe even the feet lift off the ground slightly. Spreading the breath wide and deep into the body. And then if the feet had come off, release them down. Release the hands. Take the feet a little wider than hip width apart and rest the knees against each other. Feel the back relaxing into the ground. The breath flowing in and out. And then hug the knees into the chest. Tuck the chin to the chest and rock yourself up. Cross the ankles and flip over to hands and knees. Lining the fists or hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, so you're starting in a table position. And then breathing into the belly as the belly dips down and the tailbone curls up. Breathing into the ribs as they start to peel up and into the chest as you lift your gaze. And then exhaling, the tailbone rounds down and the spine curls up and the head drops down. And then with each inhale, moving the spine from the tail to the top of the head. And then again with each exhale in the opposite direction. And then coming back to neutral spine. Walk the hands in and roll yourself up. Reach the arms up. Exhale the hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers. And rest the thumbs on the small of your back. Good. And then pull your hands apart while you're holding onto them and move your elbows toward each other. And then straighten the arms. Let the shoulder blades relax in toward the spine when you exhale. If you can bring the heels of the hands together, do that. If you can lift the arms higher, lift the arms. Feel the breath coming up into the ribs and the chest. Good. And then open the arms out to the side. Cross the right arm on top of the left. And then place the arms down on the ground. and walk them out even further away from each other and rest the forehead on the ground. Let the weight of your chest release toward the floor. Feel the fullness of your breath in your back body or wherever you feel it. And then lift your head. Take that left arm out from behind. Bring it across in front of the other arm. And then release your head back down. And then slide the hands out, placing them under the shoulders. Push yourself up, walk the hands in, roll up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down and see if you can find your left heel. And if you can't quite reach the heel, try curling the toes under and then see if you can reach the heel. And if you still can, bring the hand to the hip. Let the hips come forward, the chest lift, the head drop back, the arm drop back. Lift your head, lower your hips over to the right, and then fold your body over to the ground. Bringing your arms over to the left. Bring your left hand to your left foot and just press the hand into the foot. Reaching out through the right hand, maybe even walking the fingers further away. Breathing slow and deep. And then bring that right hand back alongside the body. Bring the left hand to the ground. Come back up onto the knees, roll yourself up. Reach up with an inhale. And then exhale, lower the right hand down, finding the heel or the hip. Bringing the hips forward, the chest up, the head back, the arm back. If the neck is bothered by this, you can always bend the elbow and cup your head in your left hand and hold it. And lift yourself back up. And sit down with the hips coming to the left of the feet. And then fold over the body. Reaching the left arm out, bringing the right hand to the bottom of the right foot and pressing the hand toward the foot into it. And then walking that left arm out as long as you can reach. Breathing as deep as you can. Slide that left hand back under the shoulder. Bring the right hand under that shoulder, coming back up onto hands and knees. Walk the hands forward, about a hand's length in front of the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide apart. Curl the toes. Take a breath in. And then exhale and lift the knees, but keep them bent. Pushing forward into the hands to send the hips back and the spine long. Drop the chest, drop the head. And straighten the left leg, press the left heel down. And then press the inner left ankle toward the outer left ankle so that you create more of an arch in the foot. Keep pushing into the hands and sending your hips back and your heel down. And then on your inhale, look forward and lift the right leg up. Exhale, send the foot up between the hands. And then bend the left knee so that it's halfway down toward the ground. With that knee bent, see how low you can let your hips drop down. Good. Maybe that left hip can sink a little bit more. Now, without lifting your hip at all, push back through the left heel until that leg becomes straight. Feel the breath extending your chest out. And then plant the hands with the fingers spread wide. Send the leg back, bend your knees. Drop your chest and your head. And then straighten the right leg. Pushing into the hands to shift the weight back. Letting the hips move back and the heel press down. And then we'll press the inner right ankle toward the outer right ankle. You might feel the stretch in the calf a little bit more if you do that. Maybe just differently. Maybe you don't notice any difference. That's fine too. We'll see. And then on an inhale, look forward and lift your left leg up. Exhale, step it up between the hands. And then bend that right knee, sinking your hips nice and low. Exhale and see if you can sink even more. And keeping your hips down, straighten the leg by pressing back through the heel. Breathe and extend out through the heart. And then plant both hands, send that left foot back, spread the fingers wide, straighten both legs. Drop the head toward the floor, pull the shoulders down the back, and press into the index fingers and thumbs even more, as though you're shifting the weight from your hands to your heels. And then breathe up from the belly to the chest. As you exhale, lift the belly and sink the chest. And then walk the feet up to the hands, tucking your chin. Slowly roll yourself up to standing, reaching the arms up with an inhale and down with an exhale. And again. One more. Close the eyes. Soften the knees. Relax the shoulders. Feel the feet on the ground. The breath in the body. And then shift the weight into the left foot. Really feel how that leg is holding the whole body. Let the eyes open softly, finding a spot ahead of you to lock your gaze on. And bring the left arm up. And then exhale, bend the elbow and bring the hand to the right side of the head and drop the head to the left. And then lift your right foot and take the foot in the right hand. And then let the knee come back down alongside the other one. Long breath. And then when you exhale, start to kick your right foot down toward the floor. And release the foot. Bring the hand to the other side of the head. Press it up. Release the hand. Close the eyes. And then shift weight into the right foot. Really feeling the leg burrowing into the earth. Opening the eyes gently. fixing your gaze. And take the right arm up. Bring it to the left side of the head and drop the head to the right. And then lift the left foot up into the left hand, letting the knee come back beside the other one. Lift tall. Let the right elbow be heavy and press the left foot toward the ground. Relax the foot down. Bring the hand to the right side of the head, pressing your head up with your hand. Relax the arm down. Drop the chin to the chest. Interlace the fingers behind the back of the head. And then lift your head. Send the elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the chin and the elbows down. Inhale, elbows out. Chin up, head back. Exhale, chin down, elbows forward and down. Continue like that. And the next time you exhale, keep the hands where they are, but hinge forward at the hips, all the way over. You may want to move your hands more toward the base of your skull. Just giving yourself a little traction here. Pushing the feet into the ground, pulling the thighs up, taking a nice deep breath in. And when you exhale, pull the navel in toward the spine. Let the elbows drop toward the floor. And you can move the elbows a little bit back toward the wall behind you. Lifting the creases of the tops of the thighs. And release the hands down. Bend the knees deeply, lowering the buttocks to the heels. Walk the hands forward. Let the fingertips really hold on to the mat in front of you. And then lean back, letting your sit bones drop toward the floor behind you. Head is down. Breathing into that low back. And then let the knees come down to the floor, keeping the toes curled under. Stretching the toes, bring the hands onto the thighs. Relax the shoulders down, maybe close the eyes. See if you can release the weight of your seat down toward your heels. Focus on your breath. And then bring the hands to the ground in front of you. Release the toes and kick the toes into the ground. And then sit down on your feet in rock pose. And bring the hands onto the lap. Just relax for a moment, letting your sit bones release downward. Your head lift upward. So from here, we'll do some lion's breath. The inhale is just a regular inhale deep through the nose. On the exhale, we lift the fingers, not the heels of the hands, but the fingers lift off and spread wide like claws. And then also on the exhale, we open the mouth, we reach the tongue out and as down as we can, and we open the eyes as wide as we can and we roll them up. All that on the exhale. So we'll inhale deep, exhale with sound. Inhale. I forgot to mention there's a slight leaning forward on the exhale. 3 more. Now in this one, see what it feels like to really push out through the fingers and down through the tongue. This last one, gather all the energy that you need to release and really let it out with some sound. And then just relax, maybe stacking the hands in your lap, dropping the chin slightly, closing the eyes. Feeling your breath. And then bring the hips off your feet onto the ground. And bring your feet in front of you. Hold on to the knees. We'll rock on the spine. And then we'll move the hands from the legs to the hips. And then as you walk the hands down, you lift the hips up. And then reach up through your toes. Try to get your shoulders under you, fold them under. And then the more you walk your hands down, the more you get closer to a straight line from your shoulders to your toes. Don't move your head, don't look sideways, don't look at the screen. Just be here, reaching up through the toes, breathing through the back of the throat. And drop the right leg behind you and the left leg down in front of you as much as you can. Kind of doing a split in the air. And then switch the legs. And lift the left leg back up. Bring both knees toward the forehead. And very slowly lay your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Hugging the knees to the chest. And roll your head from side to side. Just feeling the point of contact between the ground and your head roll across the back of your skull. The next time your head turns to the right, keep it there. Release the arms out wide and drop the knees to the left. And you might want to take your left hand and rest it on top of your right leg. You can try bringing the heel of your hand to the crease at the top of your thigh and pushing the thigh away from you. Or just rest the hand and receive the pose passively. If the arm isn't out to the side, bring it there now. And then lift the knees up one at a time. Bring them over to the other side. Bring your head over to the left. And again, see if you want to give yourself an adjustment with that right hand. Or just leave the hand resting on the ground. Breathing into the twist. And if the right hand is not on the ground, bring it there. Lift the knees back to center. Bring the hands to the knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift your forehead to your knees. Keep exhaling and then hold all the air out for as long as you can. And then when you need to inhale, just release the head and the feet back down. And then lift the tailbone, tuck it under, lengthening the spine. Release the legs, shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, place it on your eyes. And take the arms out away from the body. Closing eyes, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the body into the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, the bottom teeth separate from the upper teeth. The lips slightly part. Inhaling deep. Exhaling out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. And then releasing the act of breathing and come into a passive, receiving breath. You're not making the breath. The breath is breathing on its own. And just feel it. Notice where you feel the breath. And rest your attention there. See if you can be with the breath at the moment the inhale starts to the end of the inhale, to the beginning of the exhale, to the end of the exhale, and then the beginning again. Just watching this cycle of life-giving breath coming and going, however it may, just allowing. And returning to the breath. Anytime the mind wanders, it's not a problem, just come back again. Deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go. into your heart, fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees into the chest, rocking gently side to side, feeling the ground massaging the back. Then bring the palms together, the soles of the feet together with the knees out to the side, from hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll over onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm. Resting your body on the ground. Resting your mind on the feel of your body. Feel of your heart. Feel of your mind. Taking in this moment. Feel of the aliveness in this moment. And when you're ready, slowly come up to any sitting posture. Letting the sit bones sink down and the head lift tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste. Thanks for your